Hello, everyone. What is up, and welcome. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. Thank you for joining me today. This is episode 21, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. If you missed the last episode, you can click the I in the top right of the screen and go check that out. Please, if you would like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along the rest of this series. Go check that video description for our Linktree link, which is also in the I in the top right of the screen. For all of our great channel supporters and sponsors, that is the best way to support the channel aside from subscribing. Make sure you go support those that support us. Also in the video description, you've got information about channel memberships. Channel members get some special perks, working on a discount code for Osmond Racing merchandise, as well as exclusive videos and full-length videos. So definitely go check that out as well. $5 is the cost for that. So nothing too terrible there, but all right, let's get going here. We've got episode 21, like I said, in UMP Modified at the regional level. We got I-55 Raceway in Pevely, Missouri up next, but we got some repairs we need to make first. We got $43,000 in the bank. Engine, we still need $54,000. Oh boy. In order to make the necessary upgrades. We'll just repair that. We'll repair the tires as well. And like I said, I-55 Pevely, Missouri is up next. Track owned in part, I believe it still is at least, by Kenny Schrader. 40 laps, 15.5 to the winner. You can see that we are currently in the 11th position of the point standings, 1 point behind Kyle Strickler, 3 points behind Tyson Blood. Let's head to the track and get things going. All right, heat race time here at I-55 Federated Auto Parts Raceway here in Pevely, Missouri. Heat 4, we qualified in the we qualified in the 8th position. We're going to start second in Heat 4. There we go, I got to it eventually. Got our sponsor bonus in both practicing and qualifying. Ran some decent lap times. Qualifying was a little slower because I was experimenting with some different lines, but if you want to go check those out, channel members are able to see the full events, practice, qualifying, and qualify dashes are included in there in those members only videos. So Heat 4 is up on tap here. Let's get it done. All right, top 5 to the A main, top 2 to the qualify dash. We're starting outside of Kyle Steffens, local boy Kyle Steffens. He's from down around that area, so it must be good for him to be starting on the pole. All right, here we go. Green flag is out. We are racing I-55 Raceway. We're going to send it on the top side here. Kyle Steffens jumps out to the early race lead. We got Adam Stricker to inside, but we're going to cut him off. Slam the door. Jump back into the second position. Look to the bottom side of Steffens. No, nothing doing. Steffens holds the lead as we've got 1 lap complete of 10. We're going to jump right back to that middle side. Maybe even try to get a little higher up. It's a little greasy down there on the very bottom of the track. Steffens starting to pull away and extend that race lead. Let's try to stay out of the wall there, Gregory. All right, here we go. Steffens again, like I said, starting to extend that race lead up there on that top side. 11.769, I think that was my best lap ever. And that tiny bit of hitting the wall gave us rear end damage, so not entirely sure about that. But hey, it is what it is. Oh man, ooh, a little sparky right there. 12.020 was our last lap. We're going to try and see if this bottom side is any quicker. 12.020, 12.018, it's almost identical. But we didn't run the entire lap on the bottom. We just ran half of it. So let's see what this lap gives us. I'm running the full tight setup on the slider, 8.23. So yeah, it is faster on the bottom. So running a full tight setup on the sliders, so I'm kind of curious as to why it's still a little loose, but is what it is. Steffens now into the back of the field. He is putting people laps down already, and he's on a mission at his home track. I'm going to call it his home track. So we're going to have 2 to go at the line that time by. We're coming around here to the white flag as we're now approaching the lapped car of Carpenter and Collins. 1 lap to go, not presented by Credit One Bank. We're going to put those 2 cars a lap down to us in second place. And Steffens, off of turn number 4, is going to grab the heat race win. We're going to come home in the second position. Not very exciting there, to be honest with you, but we will qualify for the dash. We'll start shotgun on there, so we can't start any worse than 8th. We can only improve our starting position. So Steffens and myself off to the qualified dash. Stricker, Marker, Crawford onto the A main. Everybody else to the B main. All right, back here in the pit area, ready for the A main, and we got some setup stuff to do. So if you're interested, this is the setup I am running. Left rear changes on the spring rate and tire pressure, and then left weight, cross weight, rear weight, steering offset, and rear end ratio. Those are the changes I made. Screenshot it. Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. Screenshot it. Pause it. Do whatever you want to do if you want to try to run this. But if you have any suggestions, let me know as well. So we're going to keep that. We got 40 laps on tap here at I-55. See if we can do it. We're starting 7th. Here we go. All right, A-main time here at I-55 Raceway. Lucas Lee started 23rd after a third place run in the B-main. Alan Weiser finished 5th in Heat 3. He'll roll from 19th. And then we've got Austin Holcomb finished 3rd in Heat 3. He's going to start 11th. There we are. We finished 7th in the qualified dash. We will start from the 7th position. Getting ready to go green flag racing here at Peevely. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are racing. 40 laps is the distance. All right, going to head it off into turn number 1 here in the 7th position. We're going to put Michael Ledford in our rear view for the time being. Going to look to the inside of Kyle Strickler. Oh, a little bit of contact there as we get out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. Everybody keeps pointed forward. No damage either, so nothing to worry about there. I probably pushed the issue a little too much there. So, you know, I'm not too upset. Didn't lose any positions. Didn't lose much ground. So. Not really upset about that. Got a little loose coming off turn number 2 there. Almost got into Jordan Weaver. Let's pull up the leaderboard one more time. There we go. Ooh, Weaver, a little bit of contact there going into turn number 1. Don't think he knew we were there, but put us into the 6th position. A little contact behind us as well with Weaver and Holcomb, as Holcomb's going to grab the spot, and Ledford's going to get by Weaver as well. We're going to try to put ourselves into the top 5 as we look to the inside of Kyle Strickler. We're going to grab it. There we go. Put us top 5. We're going to try and go top side now, see if we'll make anything happen up here. Not just yet. Drake Troutman, Kyle Steffens, Michael Long, and Rick Connoy are the 4 cars in front of me at the moment. We're going to continue running through this middle groove. We're getting a good run there. Oh, man, I really sent it in there. Almost got in the back of Drake Troutman. We're going to get in front of Kyle Steffens for the 4th position now. Going to keep running through this middle groove, like I said. I have a feeling we're going to have at least 1 caution in this race. Got into the wall there down the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. We're going to keep it going. Michael Long gets passed by Drake Troutman for that 2nd position. Put Troutman into P2. Long drops to P3 as Rick Connoy, the race leader, is out to a commanding race lead at the moment. And we're going to look to the inside of Michael Long here down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Put us into P3. We're now on the podium from our 7th place starting position, as Drake Troutman now running in the 2nd position, quickly approaching the back of the field. Rick Connoy seemingly having no trouble getting through the slower traffic, as we are now deep into the back markers. Devin Reynolds, first car in front of us. Ooh, okay, he's going to slide up right in front of us. We're going to make a tiny bit of contact there. No caution, no damage, so nothing to worry about there. Troutman now 3 wide with some lap cars. We're going to look to the inside of Andy Top. Then Armstrong, going to get a good run. There's Mike Beasley in that white car. We're directly inside of Troutman, making easy work of these lap cars as well, but not able to really make any ground up on Connoy, as he's still out to about a 3-second lead over us. 2.5 to Troutman. So Ray Bollinger running in the 20th position. I'm not sure who that is right in front of him. It is Lucas Lee. Ooh, a little bit of contact with that inside wall. And now we're going to have damage, even on the left side, as well as Lee and Bollinger both go to the top side. So we're going to grab the track position over Lucas Lee. Let's pull a tear off here real quick. We're going to have 15 laps complete. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Ray Bollinger. We're going to have 15 complete at the line, 25 laps to go. Rick Connoy maintains the race lead. Drake Troutman in 2nd position. We are currently 3rd. Definitely a good points day for us, even though Kyle Strickler is right behind us. I think we're only 1 point behind him in the standings. So I really would like Kyle Steffens to try to get by him if he possibly can, because that would help us out immensely. But yeah, I got to watch getting too low on those corners because the car gets really loose there. But yeah, we're approaching the halfway point of this 40-lap endeavor. Alan Weiser in the 17th position, a lap down now to Drake Troutman in the second position. About to go a lap down to us in the third position. 21 laps to go this time by. Next time by, we will be halfway home. Gonna keep running in this. Well, I shouldn't say keep. Gonna try experimenting with some different lines. We're trying to hunt down Drake Troutman here. I know that very bottom groove down there, car gets really loose, especially through the middle and exit. So I don't want to try to get too low because I think it just kills my momentum. But here's Tyson Blood running in 16th. He is a battle contender in the point standings for us right now. You can see right there, I got way too loose. Car got real sideways coming off the corner. So I got way too low. Car got loose coming off the corner. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, Tyson Blood. I think we're going to be able to circumvent and leapfrog him in the point standings. And that piece of mud is in the worst. Well, I shouldn't say the worst. One of the worst spots. So we should be able to leapfrog Tyson Blood in the point standings, jump back into the top 10. As of right now, I think, oh boy, that's a hard one. I think we'll be able to get by Strickler as well. So we might actually jump from 11th to 9th in the point standings. James Walker, that black car that we just passed, not for position, but gets into another lap car down the back straightaway. Kyle Strickler about 0.7 of a second behind us right now as we continue to work this middle groove through the racing surface. Again, trying not to get too low, to get too loose here, but got to go where the other guys aren't. Can't pass anybody following in their tire tracks. So, man, Rick Conoyer picking him up and putting him down right now. He is on a mission and making a statement. He's about 3 seconds ahead of Drake Troutman, 4.4 ahead of us. So only thing that's going to help us right now would be some kind of caution. And we are 29 laps into this 40-lap race, and we haven't seen any inkling of a caution at the moment. So I'm not too keen on one actually showing up. We're going to look to the outside of Casey Burdett and Zeke McKenzie now off of turn number 4, put them a lap down to us as they are already a lap down to the race leader. But yeah, they're a lap down to us now in third position. Man, this has been I won't say wild, but it's been a intriguing race because of how fast the guys up front are running. I realize we're technically one of them because we're in third, but still, I mean, they are. Conoyer is gone. Troutman is still within eye shot of us, but I mean, he's running very fast laps. 7 laps remain now as 20th place Mike Beasley is next on our list to get by. We're going to keep trying to run the mill. Boy, that's going to hurt. That's going to give us a little bit more damage than I would like. Yep, we're orange now on the right side. Pull that leaderboard back up here. Kyle Strickler now, I think it's the car directly behind us. So we've got to be careful here. 5 laps remain here. I-55 Raceway. I think it's actually Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 or something weird like that. We've got 1 lap car between us and Strickler at the moment, so I'm not too concerned about it. Strickler hasn't really been able to mount any sort of charge on us all race, so not too worried about it. We're going to look to the outside of Ray Bollinger down the front straightaway off of 4. Yes, sir. Give us that track position. Now Jacob Marker. Crawford, I'm not sure your first name, but we're going to get by you at the same time. 2 laps now remain here at Pevely, Missouri. Austin Holcomb now 11th position. I'm pretty sure there are less than 10 cars on the lead lap, and we're just going to send it in there on Holcomb. He didn't even know we were there, but probably not the best quarter entry there. But we are going to come off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway at I-55 in the 3rd position. P3 is the result, and my foot is asleep. All right, Conoyer gets the race win, deservedly so. Drake Troutman comes home in the 2nd position. We're going to come home 3rd. Kyle Strickler, Kyle Steffens going to round out the top 5. All right, finished in the 3rd position here at I-55. Oh, we jumped five spots in the point standings because of that. So, yeah, we were 11th entering, and we beat Strickler, we beat McKenzie, we beat Beasley, we beat Blood, we beat Steffens. I don't even know if Tyler Nicely was there. I didn't see him all race. We beat Holcomb. I mean, the only two guys that beat us were Troutman and Conoyer. So I don't think it's outlandish to think we could potentially get back up there, but it is going to be a battle to get there. 12,400 for the payout, and then all that decent chunk of change outside of that 19,471. That's a pretty good day at the office, if I do say so myself. 2578 in skill points. Like I said, not a bad day at the office. All right, we got one more race coming up here in this episode. I believe it's at, I don't remember where, but I got another one to run for a members only video first. So we'll see you back at the race shop. All right, back here at the race shop after our third place run at I-55 Raceway, or Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55, whatever it's called. You guys know what it is. So I-55, we just raced there third. We're 7th in the point standings. Now, Prairie View is up next. That's an indoor track. We've already raced there, so that will be a members-only video. And yes, our team wants to expand. We'll go ahead and unlock the non-wing 410 sprint car. All right, so Prairie View is up next. I will catch you guys after that one. When we get ready to go to Port Royal. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back here in the race shop after a 6th place run at Prairie View Motorsports Park. Decent chunk of change in our pockets, some more skill points. All right, it's showcase time at Port Royal. No repairs needed to the car, but I do think we can get the engine level 3 upgrade. Yes, sir, we can. Let's go ahead and purchase that for $54,940. We got $23,628 left. Let's see if we have enough to get all 3 of these. It's going to be close. Yes, sir, we do. We've got $895 left in the bank. All right, Port Royal is up next. It is a showcase race, like I said. We are 7th in the point standings for those of you that are not channel members. We finished 6th at Prairie View, so not a bad night there. Port Royal is on tap here. It is a Fox Factory showcase event with a top 30. That's cool. I run Fox shocks on my cars, so definite cool one there. This could be our last race with Metro Plumbing, so let's give them a good show at Port Royal. All right, we've got the car back in the pit area. Fancy pit area here at Port Royal. I wish all pit areas looked like this. Jesus. Most of them are super dark. So, all right. I'm going to go here and go down a half a pound on the left rear tire pressure. Oh, my goodness. All right. Heat race time here. We qualified 20th. Did not get our sponsor bonus, so unfortunate. They were very close to our practice time, however, a 4.98 to a 4.89. So, all right, 10 laps is the distance here in showcase action at Port Royal. Let's go. Oh, he said top 5, but it's really top 3. Top 3 to the A main, top 2 to the dash. We're starting in the 4th position. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know who that 21 car is. All right. And, all right, decent start here for us. Didn't get too wibbly-wobbly. Harrison out front. Oh, that's Derek Loesch. Ooh, a little bit of contact there with Alan Weiser off of turn number 2. I can't see a thing. Car got a little wibbly-wobbly down the back straightaways. We're going to fall back to the 5th position, -1 on our start. All right, remember, top 3 to the A main, top 2 to the dash. We're going to look to the inside of Alan Weiser. Here's returns 1 and 2. Yes, sir. Put us back in the 4th. Now let's try to hunt down Kenny Walrus and grab that 3rd and final transfer spot. Hopefully he doesn't pull away too much, but I can kind of tell he's already starting to. But if something happens with him and Loesch, I think we'll be all right. Derek Loesch, don't see him very often. Don't see Mike Harrison very often either. So definite real showcase of all the talent here. I'm assuming those guys will be pretty pretty perennial contenders when we get to the national level. But Loesch and Wallace, hard fought battle right now for that second and final qualified dash spot. Both of them are, oh boy, that's the wall. Let's not do that, Gregory. 6 laps remaining here. Whichever one of these two cars in front of us finishes second, we'll go through to the qualified dash. Wallace hasn't really made a move yet on Loesch, and I need to make that adjustment back on the air pressure, because it has made a considerable change, but almost too much, if you know what I mean. We don't have any pressure from behind with Alan Weiser running in 5th right now. Not really anything to worry about, as Loesch has started to pull and gap Kenny Wallace just a little bit. We've got 4 laps to go at the moment, or at the line, I should say. Wallace has moved up to that top side. He's starting to reel in Derek Loesch once again. Now, if they get racing side by side, it should slow them both down. Loesch on the bottom, Wallace on the top. I think Wallace is trying to make a move right here. We're going to hit the wall again. Looked like they were side by side down the front straightaway. Now, here's what I was saying earlier. I loosened the car up, kind of anticipating that we were going to get a little bit of damage, and the damage would tighten the car up. So I mentioned that I was oh my gosh, real loose there, that I was considering going back on the air pressure adjustment I made. Now I'm kind of second guessing myself, but 2 laps to go, coming to the white flag here. I'm probably still going to make that adjustment. It's just too loose where I need it to not be. So white flag here, last lap. Oh God, didn't want to do that. Okay, so now down the back straightaways, we got 1 lap to go. Alan Weiser still about a second behind us. No real pressure there. We're going to come off of turn number 4 in the 4th position here at Port Royal. Okay, we're going to start second in the B main. Okay. Like I said, Harrison gets the win. Loesch in second. They will head on to the qualified dash. Kenny Wallace will join both of them in the A main. Everybody else to the soup. All right, now 2 changes I'm going to make here. Oh my God. All right, back up 0.5 pound on the left rear tire pressure, and then the rear end ratio I'm going to drop down as well. I think we might be at the top of our torque band. So we're going to start second in the B main. It's 25 laps. So I don't blame you if you skip ahead. I might actually skip ahead depending on how it goes, but we'll see. For channel members, just like with practice and qualifying, you'll see the entire B main if I do end up skipping ahead. But let's head to the track. All right, LCQ B main. Will Krupp finished 4th in Heat 5. He'll start 5th. Lucas Lee finished 4th in Heat 6. He's starting 6th. And James Walker finished 2nd in B main. He's start from the 14th position. There we are. We finished 4th in Heat 2. We're going to start from the 2nd position. See if those changes we made end up working for us. Here we go. Green flag is out. Oh, going to get in the wall just a teeny tiny bit. Tyson Blood to our inside. Going to hold on to that race lead through the first set of corners. I think that's Mike McKinney to our inside down the back straightaway. But he's not able to make a move. We're going to drive to the inside of Tyson Blood and grab the race lead. All right. Put us into the race lead for the time being. Let's pull up that leaderboard here on the top left. There we go. That was Adam Stricker. Apologies there. Don't know why I thought it was Mike McKinney. But Adam Stricker in the 2nd position. He gets my blood for 2nd. Will Krupp, Michael Long. The cars and drivers you see in the top left of the screen in the leaderboard are your transfer cars. So if there's a name there, they are in a transfer position, as we're going to start to extend our race lead over Adam Stricker. Oh God. Oh man. Car got, I don't know if it was loose or tight there, but something happened. 22 laps remain. 3 laps complete. All right, we got to try to get a handle on this thing, especially if we're going to transfer through to the A main. All right, we got to stay off that very bottom, because that's where it gets really loose. Car's still kind of loose on throttle and exit, so we'll see what happens here. All right, 21 laps to go. We'll be 5 laps complete, 20 to go, this time by the start-finish line. That was a great lap, announcer man Johnny Gibson. 677. 650. All right, 20 laps to go. We have a pull that leaderboard back. We have a 2-second lead now. So For regular channel viewers, you will catch me towards the end of this race. I don't want to bore you with nothing in front of me and just running out front for 25 laps. So we'll catch you at the end of this race. Channel members, like I said, you will see the whole thing. So enjoy this pure and utter domination. 3 to go at the line. We've got a 5-second lead over Adam Stricker. Michael Long, well, Will Krupp has, I think, come out of nowhere and grabbed the 4th spot. Michael Long has been able, was he? I don't remember. But 2 laps to go now. All right, we've got 2 laps to go down the back straightaway. We are 5.8 seconds, almost 6 seconds ahead of second place Adam Stricker. Tyson Blood in the 3rd position. Will Krupp, Michael Long, your 4th and 5th place runners. Those are your transfer cars. We've got visual damage now. Well, impact, I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. So if we pull that up, 69, I guess it's when it gets below 30% damage, or more than 30% damage. But we're going to come off of turn number 4 down the long front stretch, and we're going to grab the B main win here at Port Royal. Going to start 19th in the A main. Got our work cut out for us for sure, but we grab the Raceway and Adam Stricker in second. Tyson Blood, Will Krupp, and Lucas Lee gets by Michael Long on that last lap to grab the 5th and final transfer spot. Should be a good points day for us as Troutman, Long, I think Weiser even are all in front of us in the point standings. So definitely going to gain some points on them. But yeah, see how this A main goes. All right, it is A main time here at Port Royal, and I'm going to make a few adjustments. I'm going to go half an inch on the left rear, up, down, or half a pound, I should say, pound per square inch, and down on the right rear. And the gear ratio, I'm going to go to a 480. So that's all we're going to do here at Port Royal for the A main. I believe it is 50 laps, 5-0. So let's go. Okay, well, that certainly was something, but all right, here we go. A main time at Port Royal. Showcase Lucas Lee finished 5th in the B main. He'll start shotgun on the field in 23rd. Rick Conoyer finished 9th in the dash. He'll start 9th. Trent Young won that qualified dash, so he's going to roll from the pole, and we won the B main, so we're rolling from the 19th position. 50 laps is the distance. 5-0 here. We go. Green flag is out. We are racing here at the Speed Palace. That's the first time I've said that this episode. So, yeah, Port Royal, known as the Speed Palace. Tyler Nicely, or Will Krupp is going to get by us. Somebody else got by us too. Adam Stricker got by us. We dropped 2 spots on that initial last lap. They are 3 wide in front of us. Car's still a little wobbly down the front straightaway, down the straightaways. Ooh, got contact in front of us. We're going to get by Casey Burdett to jump into the 20th position. They get all woed and slowed there through 3 and 4. We're going to grab wholesale spots there and jump us into the 17th position. We're going to ride on top of, oh, that sounds fun. We're going to run into Zeke McKenzie down the front straightaway. No harm, no foul. Kenny Wallace gets by us down the back straightaway as we have a terrible corner to exit. Wallace gets by us. Krupp kind of gets by us. Zeke McKenzie trying to get back by us, but no. We're going to be P17 now. Remember, Adam Stricker, that blue car in front of Kenny Wallace, finished second to us in the B main. 5 seconds behind where we finished. So definitely know we are faster than he is. We're going to get by Kenny Wallace, kind of, for the 16th position. He's going to drive right back by us, though, through turns 1 and 2. See if we can cross him up. Oh, Stricker and McKinney with contact down the back straightaway. We're going to get by Stricker, or McKinney, and capitalize on that. Put us into 16th as Stricker tries to get the spot back from Wallace, as Wallace capitalizes on the contact Stricker and McKinney made. We're going to drop to the bottom on Wallace, not able to make it happen. Remember, Metro Plumbing, this is our last race with them as a primary sponsor. They want us to finish in the top 15, and we have to do that. We're going to get by Adam Stricker for the 15th position on the outside. Just a power move right there. All right, so we are now +4 on our starting position. Kenny Wallace in 14th, directly in front of us. I don't know why the car's so loose. When I went, I mean, theoretically speaking, I lowered the stagger based on the air pressure. Oh boy, car got a little tight there through the middle. As we've pulled Adam Stricker by about a little over 1 second. I don't know if there's aerodynamic theories and whatnot in this game, like drafting or anything like that or whatever, but we're going to look to the inside of Kenny Wallace now through turns 1 and 2, maybe even get a 2-for-1 blue light special, get Jordan Weaver at the same time, maybe even a 3-for-1 Derek Loesch. Yes, sir. Put us into the 12th position now from 19th here at the Speed Palace. Kenny Schrader now next on the list in 11th. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. I thought it was clear. That's my fault, Mr. Kenneth. All right, we're going to look to the inside of Schrader here now off turn number 4. Ooh, got a little loosey-goosey there off of the corner. Not able to make the move. 10 laps are complete. 40 to go. 1/5 of this race is complete. We're going to keep it mired here down on the bottom. Catfishing. Down the back straightaway now into turn number 3. We're going to go to the high side now. Use the banking of the track to dive down the front straightaway. Maybe throw a slider here on Schrader. No, we don't have it cleared. We're going to keep it down here towards the bottom, but we're going to have him clear through the middle, put us into 11th. Michael Ledford now, the only person in between us and a top 10. Oh boy, are we going to be able to do it? We are just moving through the field at the moment, but Trent Young, race leader, is moving. Oh God, that's the wall. He is going to lap us probably within the next 10 laps, I would say. We are not going to finish on the lead lap. Let me tell you that right now. Car's good. Let's be honest, but it's not Trent Young good because he's crossing the start-finish line now. So yeah, we are more than half a lap behind in the 11th position. He is just moving at a fast pace. But looking back in the rear view and at the leaderboard, Kenny Wallace has pretty much followed us through and is challenging Kenny Schrader for that 12th position. And he's not going to have it. We're going to try to make something happen here on Michael Ledford before Wallace can catch us. And ever since we moved back down to the bottom last lap, we've been able to make some time up on Kenny Wallace or pull away from Kenny Wallace, but not that corner. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting as I think he's going to try to mount a charge and get by us here pretty soon. He's caught us darn near. 16 laps are complete, 34 laps to go. All right, depending on how long this race and this video actually goes, I might just make this the only race of the video because it's a long one. We have caught, so here's the thing, like when we run that top and kind of make that late apex at the bottom, and drive down from the middle down to the bottom off the corner, we do gain some time on Michael Ledford, but I think it's also losing us time to Kenny Wallace. So it's a fine line I have to thread here. So we're also closing in on Rick Conoyer, who's running in 9th. Yeah, I think we're actually running faster up here on this top line and then dropping down to the bottom because we're just going to drive right by Michael Ledford, put us into the top 10. Kudos to iRacing Monster Games for giving us multiple racing grooves in this iteration of this game. I don't think I've ever played a console racing game, especially a dirt one, that has had multiple racing grooves. We got 20 laps complete, 30 to go, 3-0. Kenny Wallace is pressuring us now on the inside, and I think he's going to have that spot and be able to take it unless we get a good run here off of turn number 4. But we're going to drag race him down the front stretch. We're going to get on the wall. We'll have it at the line, but he's going to continue to put pressure on us. We're going to clear him now through turns 1 and 2. I do think we're running that high line pretty well so far, and been able to put some distance between him and I, but Trent Young has just passed Kenny Wallace, and that's probably why. And there he is. There's the race leader. Yeah. That's why Kenny Wallace went to the top side, because he was getting lapped. There's Trent Young, race leader. Race isn't even half over, and he's put us a lap down. We're in 10th. it's not like we're running at the back, because we're not. But Michael Ledford has gotten back by Kenny Wallace for the 11th position. We're still running in 10th. So see if we can put some distance between ourselves and Ledford and Wallace, so we don't have to deal with them in the coming laps here. We're going to get into the wall. We're going to have to deal with them now. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. But I do think we're catching Rick Conoyer and Mike Beasley as well. Maybe we are, or at least Conoyer. He's a second and a half in front of us at the line. 1.5, yeah, 1.5 seconds in front of us. He's the car that's going a lap down right now. So Trent Young is in that red car. Rick Conoyer just went a lap down to the race leader. He's the one with the yellow lettering on the side. Lucas Lee running in last at the moment. He is 2 laps down now. All right, so now we're 1.2 seconds behind Rick Conoyer for the 9th position. That would put us plus 10 if we were able to get by him. We're going to get by Lucas Lee, though. Put that back marker behind us. We got Tyson Blood and Will Krupp now in front of us. Now remember, Blood, Krupp, and Lucas Lee all came through the B main with me. So that tells you how much faster than them we are at the moment. So going to make the crossover move there. We're now, when I looked, we were less than a second behind Rick Conoyer, but unfortunately, oh no, that's the wall. I think second place Austin, or Mike Harrison, yes sir, they're right there. He's going to get by us now. Will Krupp goes 2 laps down to second place running Mike Harrison. And if we can stay within shouting distance of Mike Harrison, that just shows you how big of a lead Trent Young's got. But if we can stay close to Harrison here, we might be able to close in on Conoyer. As I just glanced up and I see Kenny Wallace now directly behind us. Those slower cars have really woed our place and allowed Wallace to catch us. And getting in the wall certainly doesn't help either. So we got to be cognizant of that. Rick Conoyer has pulled us by about a half a second now, as he's fighting to stay on. He's already a lap down, so it doesn't matter. We got 18 laps to go. And I think Jimmy Owens is now passing us in the 3rd position. Right, yeah, he's the car directly behind us. Conoyer now 2 seconds, 1.8, 1.7. So I'm going to do what I can to try to catch him and give us plus 10 on our starting position, because I think double digits always looks cool. But plus 9, certainly nothing to be ashamed of. We're going to drive down the track there. I think that's what we need to keep doing, but we can only really do that if we've got free track in front of us. No one really trying to pass us either. So I think that was our fastest lap of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 17.489. So going to enter the corner a little lower this time and bounce it off the wall. Now we got significant aerodynamic damage. That is Jimmy Owens behind us, Kenny Wallace behind him. I am trying to let him go. I'm certainly not forcing him to stay behind me, but Kenny Wallace is trying to pass him, which is odd. Tyler Nicely now in front of us with Zeke McKenzie in front of him. It's going to be very difficult for us to catch Conoyer. I'm just going to say that right now. It's a pipe dream at this point, honestly. Man, this has been a lengthy race for sure. We should end up with a new primary sponsor at the end of this one, as we're going to close in on Zeke McKenzie. 20th running Zeke McKenzie, I should add. Right now, I thought he was going to go higher than that. Ooh, Tyler Nicely, woes and slows coming off in turn number 2. Oh boy, Jimmy Owens now. Okay. And Kenny Wallace is going to get by us. That sucks. And caution. Okay. Wow, 6th running Nick Hoffman is a lap down. So we've got the possibility of... See, I don't know why it won't scroll. But all right, here we go. Restart now. Not really sure what happened there, but Jimmy Owens passing us, got into us, and something happened there. We got 10 laps remaining. I don't think we're going to go 2 laps down now, but we are running in the 11th position at the moment. Michael Ledford tries to get by us. No, we're not going to let him. All right. Was running in the 10th position before that incident with Jimmy Owens. Kenny Schrader now going to power to us on the bottom side. We're going to keep it high side and handsome and power back by him, kind of down the back straightaway. Not really. He's going to try to throw a slider. I know that. And we're going to keep it on the high side and drive down, chop off the nose of the 9 car and keep us in the 11th position. I just got to get used to how this car is handling now with this extensive damage. Mike Beasley now trying to fight off Kenny Wallace. Is Kenny Schrader mounting another charge? We're going to drive down to the bottom. Beasley, Strickler, Wallace. Kenny Wallace has mounted quite the charge here in these last few laps. Gained a couple of spots there on that restart. I want to finish in the top 10. I have to finish in the top 10. I want to give Metro Plumbing a good show, and their last race on the car is primary. So let's see if we can do just that. 6 laps remain as we've got Mike Beasley, Kenny Wallace, the 2 cars directly in front of us. We've got a second back to Jordan Weaver, who has gotten by Kenny Schrader. Oh my gosh. And I just screwed the pooch on trying to get a top 10 as we've got 5 laps to go. Remember, it says 6 there, but we are a lap down. The only way we're going to be able to get a spot is if something happens and another caution comes out, which Beasley and Wallace got together. See if that slows down Wallace at all. But we're only going to have 4 laps to go to try to get something done here. Top side is where it's at for us, trying to drive down to the bottom on exit, trying to get some kind of run here and make something happen in these final waning laps. I think this is going to be the only race of this episode. I don't want you guys to spend a Friday watching an hour-long video if you don't want to. So, yeah, we're going to come around here to go at the line. Trent Young has been the class of the field in this 50-lapper here at the Speed Palace of Port Royal Speedway. We are not able to really close in on Kenny Wallace at all. Come around here, white flag this time by. Leader has taken the white flag. This is the final lap at Port Royal. Hey, in 11th place, starting 19th, we're plus 8. I will take it. Had to come through the B main. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of. We're going to gain some valuable points. Came in 7th in the point standings, and we're going to finish in the 11th position. Oh boy, that was a doozy of a race. Let's see here. 5 cars finished on the lead lap. Trent Young gets a well-deserved race win. Mike Harrison comes on the 2nd. Jimmy Owens rounds out the podium. Jamie Lomax, Kyle Strickler, 4th and 5th, and the only cars on the lead lap. All right, we are all done here at Port Royal Speedway. We finished in the 11th position, stayed in the 7th position in the point standings, but we are now only 1 point, 1 point behind Kyle Strickler, 3 points behind Drake Troutman. So, not a bad race for us. Ledford holds the points lead with a very sinister amount of points at the moment. We're going to leave Port Royal now. Decent payout from our race and the sponsors and merch and all that stuff. So we're going to leave with $17,318. Missed our qualifying goal. Got our practice goal of 51.57 skill points. It's definitely a good day at the office, as I like to say. Let's head back to the race shop and see what's up next. Okay, back at the race shop. Put some money in our pockets. Put some skill points on the board. Car needs some repairs. I'm not surprised with that one. Completed our sponsor goal perfectly. Showcase race is complete. We finished in 11th. Madison Lake is up next. The indoor track in Wisconsin, I believe it is. All right, so we've got an initial payout signing bonus from Fox Factory of a little less than what I would like, but the payout per race, I think, does make up for that. So we're going to go ahead and sign Fox Factory, throw them on the car, get a new paint scheme signed up here, get a new incentive goal and all that figured out. But you guys will see that in the next episode, because that's going to do it for us here today. Episode 21 of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing on this Friday afternoon. I am the OGGO Greg Osmond. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.